Well, I'm starting to feel like a regular here.
You okay?
Well, I'm not excited about being a person of interest in Mary Pat's murder, but I guess it's a step up from suspect.
I'm sorry I wasn't with you last night.
It's okay. Diane handled everything. I was just worried about you, you know? In the past, when you fell off the radar, it meant that there was trouble, and I was just really worried.
Well, but not this time. The DA's neutralized, at least as far as her father's murder is concerned.
Mr. and Mrs. Corinthos?
Here we go.
Thanks for coming in.
2 times in less than 24 hours. Miss me?
Please have a seat so we can get started.
Okay, you know what? Before we get started, if you're gonna question her, we need to wait for our lawyer.
No questions. We have definitive evidence in the murder of Mary Pat Ingalls. His interviews and security footage confirm the timeline. That puts Carly well past the window of time when she could have killed Mary Pat Ingalls.
That's exactly what I said before.
It's to your benefit as well as ours that we confirm your alibi, especially since strands of your hair were found in the victim's hand.
I want to just be clear. Carly is no longer a person of interest in this case.
Correct.
She should never have been from the start. I'm out of here.
Wait, I want to know how my hair wound up in Mary Pat's hand. Who the hell's trying to set me up?
We're going to get to the bottom of this. I've got all my teams working overtime.
Carly has been cooperative during this whole mess. You owe her a straight answer. Is she in danger?
Continue to take whatever measures you've deemed appropriate to protect your family. It wouldn't hurt to tighten security.
You do see the contradiction here, right? Sonny and his associates are always at the top of your suspect list. Alleged racketeers constantly under investigation, and now that there's an outside threat, that there's an outside psycho killer, you're telling us to step up our security?
The process isn't always as fair as I'd like, but it's the best that we have. And I can promise you this. The real killer won't get away with what they've done. Dr. Collins, thanks for coming in. We're counting on your expertise.
I assume you're referring to the incident at the Floating Rib. Before we begin, may I have a moment with Carly, please?
Sure. I'll be in the interrogation room.
How are you holding up? I can't imagine how shocking and disturbing that must have been.
No, I'm sure you can. And what's worse is someone tried to frame me for the murder.
Who would want to do such a thing, and to what end?
Whoever it is, they failed, and they're gonna get theirs in the end.
You know that I was looking for information about my neighbor at Ferncliff.
As I've explained.
You don't approve, I know. Well, it turns out that he's no longer in the room next to mine. Now, Benson has taken his place.
Dr. Collins?
How did she end up there?
Okay, Carly, can we do this later? Because the sooner that they get together, they'll figure out who's behind this.
Okay.
Let's go. Come on.
Shall we?
Of course. I'm here to help.